All right, here we go. I have to do some cooking later in the video, and I recorded, I don't know, 2 or 3 segments so far, and I had my microphone muted, so yeah, that was fun. These chin-ups are doing pretty good. I'm not focusing on. I'm focusing on going it on slowly because I've messed up both my triceps, the long head, by bouncing off the bottom, and that's really a bad idea, especially when it's colder out like this. And anyways, yeah, you kind of want to get your chin as high over the bar as you can, or both chins in my case, in my opinion. And this is what I always do. I get an extra couple reps because I just do 50 reps total twice a week. I used to do it 3 days a week. 3 days a week, I was having trouble recovering from that. Here we go. And when I was doing 5x5 chin-ups, weighted chin-ups, I would do that twice a week as well. And anyways, so I did, as you'll see later on, I make some toasted cinnamon baguette. And it turned out okay, but the top of my mouth got freaking pwned. There's some foods that are like that, or like especially cinnamon toast crunch. It's something to do with cinnamon. It makes you want to just scratch the top of your mouth with it. And anyways, yeah, because with cinnamon toast crunch, I like it without, or when I did eat it, I do like cereal is one of the worst things you can have as an adult. Well, I mean, there's like alcohol is worse, but cereal is just so convenient, and it's sugary and delicious. It's not a good idea. The more convenient a food is, generally, the worse it is for you. Okay, so except for dairy, but then again, dairy you have to pay more money for that. But yeah, I remember I used to always like to scratch my mouth with the cinnamon toast crunch, and my brother does that too. Because at first it's kind of like a massage, but then after you're done eating, you're like, holy shit, the top of my mouth got fucking pwned. And I'm just focusing on taking my time for these squats. Some guy commented the other day, and he figured, since I said I'm going for a 700-pound squat, he's like, I figured you start higher, but I'm going to be doing 10-pound jump, a couple more 10-pound jumps probably, and then just 5-pound jumps all the way up to 600. Because I think what I got to do is 600 for 3 sets of 5 to do a 700-pound high back squat, and it's feeling pretty good. I'm taking it a little slower because doing the dynamic one is when it gets heavier weights. So when you're not doing sets of 20, it aggravates the IT band a hell of a lot more. And so even though I'm not getting quite as much bounce, and I'm not, although that still looked like a pretty decent bounce, but having my legs feel better is a little more important than an extra 5% speed on my squat out of the hole. That is maybe 10% out of the hole. Who knows? All right. The nice thing about not having a mirror in front of you, because the mirror can kind of screw people up. Some people say they need to look at themselves in the mirror to see their form. You should just view your form. I think they call that proprioception. Proprio or proprio. I think it's proprioception. It's when you kind of feel your body instead of watching it. Okay, and that's a better sort of way to lift. I don't think most powerlifting gyms have the mirrors. The mirrors to me are just annoying. Some people are like, I need the mirror to see if I'm in the middle of the bar. What are you, freaking retarded? Like when you step into your squat, when you take if your grip's if you have an even grip and you step into the as close as you can into the middle of the bar, it shouldn't be an issue. Better fucking go. All right, so I got my breakfast here again. Let's see what we got. Look at that. That's a fucking man cake, okay? All right. Hell yeah. So I got some of that, and I'm gonna have half of this thing. apple pie yogurt. You know, I'm not even a big fan of apple pie, but usually these Liberté yogurts are kind of expensive. They're like $6.50 now each. This was on sale because it's just like it says, it's a seasonal flavor, so they don't make it all year round. I guess it was just for Christmas. You know, that little thing that's right here, that kind of looks like a lasagna. All right. But anyways, so it was like less than $4. So I got that, and I got some good comments. I got 2 good comments, good as in entertaining. People, they don't like some people don't like my take on the on bodybuilding. Okay, I'm on steroids and didn't even know it till yesterday. Maybe he's like one of those Chinese weightlifters, and they're like, "Oh, I ate some pork and it had steroids in it. I had Debo in my pork. That is why I test positive. I wasn't my fault that somebody just put that in my pork." All right. I thought that was the David Lade video where he farts his way out of a paper bag. Hopefully that's not a real video. Okay. This guy says they like David Lade's face and his gay haircut because they're on birth control. Maybe. Apparently women like more feminine men when they're on birth control because it convinces them that they're pregnant, and so they're seeking someone that is more of a sort of beta bucks variety. Oh, here we go. Okay, actually. So aesthetics training is just Pilates for males. Okay? This guy says, "You're balding, LMAO." Okay? So is all the other fucking males in my family. And lots of other guys. Okay? I could do like, you do the micro needling. I put the red light therapy on my head. I take RU5581, whatever the hell it's called. I take minoxidil. I take finasteride. Who the fuck cares? Okay? And the thing is that if I wanted to do that, I could. All right? And I could save my hair. You're never going to be more than 90 IQ. So, frankly, I'd rather be losing my hair than be a fucking Mama Luke like you. So, here's another one. And frankly, whatever you do, don't put any effort into making a burn. Okay? That would be a fucking crime. All right, here we go. Mark Pozar. One of the best predictor of someone being a closeted homosexual is the unwarranted accusations that someone else is gay for doing something. Right. So back if you're millennial or Gen X, when all day or in high school, every critique you have, like the main one is just saying like that's gay. You're what are you, a freaking homo? All right. So you're saying that's like most white guys. You're saying most white millennials and Gen X guys are actually gay when we're calling each other gay all the time back in high school. Okay, unwarranted accusations that someone else is gay for doing something, like bruv, so maybe he's English. Bruv, it's not our fault that your pecker gets hard when you look at a bodybuilding posing routine. So, this is a midwit trying to say that I'm projecting, okay? Well, it's like the last guy, all right? I mean, please, do not put any effort into your YouTube comment. That would be a fucking crime. Okay, so hopefully this fucking apple pie yogurt is disgusting. I mean, hopefully remember to flip this around. It's 5% milk fat and it's 13 grams of protein per serving. So there's like 50 grams of protein in this thing. So it's still okay for that. All right. Being an influencer, although I'm still a micro influencer for now, okay, but once I give it a couple months, maybe some big channel will share me. Probably not, but we'll see. If Too Buff for This keeps on sharing my stuff on Instagram, I might become a I'll go from micro to micro plus, I assume that's probably around like 10,000 followers. Might have to get my blue check in that case. But, you know, being an influencer, I'm always looking for a new gimmick to exploit and have people identify me with. So what I did, I'm going to go with, I think I can bring in some of the younger crowd if I start wearing a snapback, or I suppose snap front in this case. But I mean, if you didn't believe how big my fucking head was, there you go. And if you wear a hat like this, I hate you. What do you think you are? The guy from fucking Smash Mouth? And if you tuck your ears in like this, Sam Hyde's got a good bit about this. How the guys that tuck their they unfortunately this hat's too small, but they'll be wearing a hat like this backwards, and there'll be like a big ass gap you could put in like 2 fingers in the fucking hole between their head and the fabric. Those guys are definitely high IQ. This is my everyone who wears hats like this is such a fucking fag. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. When I played baseball when I was a kid, I remember there was a guy on my team. This is back when I was like 7 or 8. He would wear his hat so low. I don't know how he. I suppose you can still see the ball coming, but it wouldn't be very good if you're in the outfield. You'd have to fucking kink your neck back. I don't think he was playing in the outfield. He might have been shortstop. But yeah, this is how he used to wear his hat. And then you put the helmet on top of the hat. And yeah, I remember my head was so fucking big that I couldn't wear the normal like safety helmet over top of my hat. I had to wear the catcher's helmet. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was basically a retard helmet. And yeah, people have been commenting and saying like like the retard impression's too good. It comes natural. I've been doing a retard impression for 32 years. But actually, since grade 5, when some kids that I knew, they started they were doing it, and I'm like, holy shit, that's fucking amazing. Oh, yeah, I remember this one kid. He's like, "My doggy eat you." I'm like, do it again. That was my whole thing. I was the kid that would just say, "Do it again." And I remember there was 3 guys in my grade 5 class that would do the impression. So, oh hell yeah, this is from New Era. If it's not New Era, and you know what, I was watching. We're going back to 1994. I was watching. Oh my goodness. Apparently it's not a circle. Well, apparently my head's not a circle. There's classifications for these hats too. Like, I was watching a Sam Hyde podcast, and Joey, that obscene obese wigger, he was talking about how Michael Rappaport in this super fucking embarrassing video, or at least it would be if you were a normal human and not some sort of like, I don't know, leftist freak. He's like dancing in the middle of the street. It's like, oh, POV, you doing it, POV, you just, I don't know, you just, someone in the Tim Hortons drive-thru just paid for your order, and then they're doing a dance. But anyways, he was saying that Michael Rappaport was wearing the cheap hat, and because there's classifications for these things, these hats, okay? Like, for example, this might be a cheap one because it doesn't have a shiny sticker. And maybe you want a fitted one too. You don't necessarily want a snapback. And so, yeah, that Joey guy apparently he does music. Some of those guys in that crew that I don't really get it. Like, what the hell's his name? Laker? Is that guy retarded? All right. Hopefully I'm in the frame here. I'll just talk with my hand because I don't have very much room. So I'm going to make some cinnamon toast. And so I'm going to toast it in this pan that's too short, but that's okay. So I'm going to open this thing up. I got my Italian hands, okay? Actually, an Italian woman's hands, this is what an Italian woman's hands looks like. Me and my sister have the same hands. believe it or not. Okay, go like that. Oh, it sits better like that. Okay, look at that. Look at that nice tea towel. All right, that can go in the oven for who knows how long. The main ingredient, other than butter, is sugar. Did you hear that? Oh, ow! Might have to take the hammer out of this thing. Holy shit, this thing's fucking hard. Oh! I don't have little pencil neck hands either. You saw my grip video the other day. Holy shit. Where's the hole? This, you know, when I first started doing these videos, the first month I would do like a mukbangs. Well, or I would cook something retarded. Hell yeah, you'll just fucking saw a piece of sugar off. Uh-oh. 5-second rule. Okay. Alright, that was just 4 seconds. It's all good. Holy shit. I need a fucking bandsaw. Well, there we go. Alright, so let's take a look at this thing. I got my fucking makeshift tripod here. So you're like, oh, that's brown sugar? Well, it's a little white because what I had to do was just saw. I mean, look at that cross section. That looks like a 10,000-year-old rock. Next ingredient. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but I can make more because this is just my dry mix. Alright, so I got some cinnamon here. I don't know how much I need, but I'll just eyeball it. I mean, I got 99 cooking in RuneScape. RuneScape isn't much different than real life, so I'll just go like this. Yeah, see, I watched Vincenzo's plate, and he's always talking about, you know, getting involved with the food. He's breaking up his basil. He says you got to break it up with your fingers. You got to be involved. You know, it just shows that you put love into the food with your fingers when you do this. Okay? And this is why Italian women have these gigantic, like, man crusher hands, is that they're always molesting food. Maybe I'll put a little more cinnamon in. Alright. This is my first time doing this. I'm just kind of winging it. My mom told me that I should toast the bread a bit before I put this on there. Because otherwise, this stuff cooks faster than the bread does. Alright, I'll get the bread out now. Okay, I got my bread slightly toasted here. Okay, because it's not done yet. Well, I know what I can do. I'll just go like this and then I'll just wipe the butter up with the pieces of bread. Nice. You'll be number 2. There we go. See? And then I got a natural lubrication on my pan, so maybe we'll get a little bit of flavor on the bottom side too. This is thinking outside the box. The oven's set to 350. I don't know exactly what the optimal temperature is for cinnamon toast or cinnamon baguette, but I reckon this will be okay. All right, nice. Look at that. I got recommended this video. Some kid, it's like first time. I don't know what he was doing. It was like solo camping. I mean, it's not really camping if you got your car and a bunch of electrical appliances, but whatever. He was, and his thing is, it's like, I'm a 30-year-old retail worker. What am I doing with my life? And then people are watching him. I also got recommended this other video of some kid. He does like day drinking and stuff, and he's trying out alcohol, day drinking and smoking, and he's trying out different types of cigarettes and cigars and vodka and etc. Okay. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. My dad would definitely approve of the way I'm doing this. Go like that. This is what he does with every like piece of bread. It's like, oh, had to gross everyone out at the table. Apparently, the louder someone eats in some of these Asian cultures, like in China, the louder they eat, the more appreciative the more like appreciation they're showing for the food. So, my dad's part Chinese apparently. All right, I'm just gonna dump these on here. I want you to be able to see. Okay. All right. Okay. This is an unconventional way of doing it, but it might work. I know the female viewers are definitely going to like this part. I remember back when I was first started making videos, this one lady commented, and she's like, I like your videos, but that pan's going to kill you. Because I had a Teflon pan or something, and the coating came off. And apparently that's no good. Is this too hot for me to grab? Yes, it is. All right, I'm going to put that back in the oven for a while. Let's go get this. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Makeshift tripod. So, that's going in until it's done. All right, let's see what we got. You feel that heat? Okay. Just waiting for those chunks to squish down a little bit. Good thing it's baguette and not a thin little piece of bread. Otherwise, I'm letting a little heat out. Otherwise, it would be pretty fucked up and dark. Okay. So this is the finished... Whoa, shit, I almost fucking fell over. Holy cow. This is the finished product. Not all of my sugar... Well, I'll tell you how it tastes in a second. All right, I bet you it tastes better than it looks. It'd probably be better if you, like, drizzled butter over the whole top, and then it kind of especially, and another thing that kind of screwed it up was that there was chunks of sugar, but anyways, and so then it didn't melt evenly, and some of it's not even really melted. It's softened up though. But yeah, I think I might try lasagna. But then another thing I got to do is make an actual Italian pizza, not like, you know, like a margherita pizza. So anyway, so there we go. This is probably gonna fucking cook my mouth. Well, it tastes good. Oh, look how thick that fucking sugar is. You're like, oh, where's the anabolic part? Remember, carbs are protein sparing, right? This is going right into the muscle. Mm-hmm. That's actually very good. Holy cow, that's good. Whoa. I'm a fucking genius.